Hi everyone، مساء الخير. كيفكن؟ كيف صحتكن؟ كيفكن اليوم؟ How is everyone؟ هل جاهزين ندردش شوي باللغة الإنجليزية اليوم؟ شادي هاي، كيفك؟ كيف صحتك؟ شادي بس معلومة صغيرة. have a good night لما بنسلم على شخص مثلا بدنا نقول له باي تصبح على خير، بنقول له have a good night. لما بنكون عم نحكي عن المساء مثلا انه بنتمنى لشخص مساء جميل او مساء الخير مساء النور، بنستعمل evening. اوكي، ف نايت فقط لما بنكون عم نودع الشخص المساء وبنقول له تصبح على خير. اوكي وي ار لايف. مين معنا؟ وضعت لكم الرابط بالشات عشان تضغطوا عليه اذا بدكم تطلعوا معي لايف. اليوم كتير في ضوء، ثاني بس بدي اخفف الضوء شوي. خففته افضل شوي، كان كتير قوي الضوء فهيك افضل بعتقد. مش مزبطه الكاميرا منيح، كان المفروض ظبطها قبل. المهم معنا مصطفى، معنا علي الامير، معنا عطيفتي. اول مره بشوفك. هاي، كيف الصحه؟ وردة الامل، لام سامي شيء، الأخ علي من لا أخ علي مش من العراق، علي آخر عمار. أوكي، مين بده يطلع معي نعمل conversation؟ أوكي English conversation. في معنا توفيق، شفت توفيق على الخط فراح يطلع معي توفيق. ومين كمان؟ في معنا مروان، معنا صالح. وهون رجعت وضعت لكم الرابط، والرابط كمان راح بتلاقوه بصندوق وصف الفيديو. أهلين لحسين الدادي. طلعوا معنا لايف عشان نعمل انجلش كونفرسيشن، وبعدين ممكن ايضا نلعب تابو. جهزت لكم لعبه تابو اللي بعد ما لعبها معنا بنحذر المفردات الانجليزيه. انا لازم اشرح لكم اياها وانتم بتحذروا الكلمات. عندنا كارتاج اكسسوار اوكي، و بتاخر نص ساعه عن البث. ناصر في بث تاني الساعه 11. اوكي، يعني بعد ساعتين من هلا في بس تاني. وفي سوسو البصروية، أهلا سوسو. في محمد العراقي، أهلا محمد العراقي. وأهلا سايمون سي اتش. أوكي نجيمة I love you too. أوكي، معنا حمادة، معنا صالح، ومعنا توفيق. رح طلعكم معي لايف عشان نعمل English conversation. ف جهزوا حالكم، واهم شيء انه ما يكون في ضجه، لان اذا كان في كتير مثلا في صدى او في ضجه كتير ساعتها بضطر انه قيم الضيوف عن البث. اوكي، في معنا شهود شو عم يقول. هاي شهود، كيفك؟ كيف صحتك؟ Thank you very much for your effort in the lesson. We benefit a lot from your explanation. I'm really happy to hear that. Okay, that's great to hear. ومعنا ايضا احسان طلعي معي لايف، وايمان كمان، ايمان ومختار. اوكي، وعزوز، في اشخاص كثيره. فحماده اهلا وسهلا. هاي.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام. Where you from?
From Egypt.
From Egypt. أهلا وسهلا منور. أول مرة بتطلع معنا.
Yes, this first time with you.
Good. How long have you been studying English?
Since 6 months.
6 months. Okay, that's not a long time. Okay, good. And do you like it?
Yes. I study English language by the American English application, Mr.
Okay.
Ibrahim Adel.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, and you're making good progress.
Yeah.
Good, excellent, very good. So let's get Saleh on the line as well. Hi, Saleh.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Where are you calling us from?
Iraq.
From Iraq. Nice to have you on the show. Have you joined us before?
Yeah.
So you've been with us before. Okay, good. Nice to have you back. And let's add Tawfiq as well. Hi, Tawfiq.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Where are you calling us from?
Now I am living in Riyadh, but I am from Yemen.
So you live in Libya, but you're from Yemen. We've spoken before, haven't we?
No.
Yeah.
I living in Riyadh, but I am from Yemen.
But you're living in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia?
Yes, of course.
Okay, lovely to have you. Okay, so someone is saying, hold on, I'm just going to share link so people can join us. But we're going to start. So we're just going to have like an English conversation. Let's just do what people do naturally when they meet for the first time and they don't know each other. Okay, so we have Hamada, we have why Saleh? So is Saleh your first name, or do you have another first name?
Yasser Saleh.
Yasser Saleh. So okay, so do we call you Yasser or Yasser Saleh?
عادي أي واحد.
Okay, whichever. So we call you Yasser, and we have Tawfiq or Muhammad.
Tawfiq or Muhammad.
Tawfiq. Okay. So I'm just gonna kick off the conversation round. So Hamada, what do you do? So you are from Egypt. I can see you are in your 20s maybe. And what do you do in life?
I can hear you good. I can't hear you good.
You can't hear me well. So I was asking the question, what do you do? What does it mean when someone asks us, what do you do? Tawfiq or Yasser?
About what?
What do you do for life?
Yeah.
ماذا
So
تفعل؟
exactly. So it's like, what's your work? What's your job?
What's your job? What's your
Yeah.
work? Yeah.
In my job, I'm accountant.
You're an accountant, okay. And
Yeah,
how long have you been doing that?
10 years.
10 years. You look very young. You don't look like you've been working for 10 years. Right, guys?
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Thank
So now how about you ask some of the other guys anything, like just to get to know them? Maybe Tawfiq or Yasser.
We can choose anything to discuss with us about it. You can choose it.
No, so do you want to ask them? We know Yasser is from Iraq, yeah? And
Yeah,
Tawfiq is from
Iraq.
Yemen but lives in Saudi Arabia. So do you want to just ask them anything to get to know them better? We don't know much about them. We know the name, we know their mail, and we know where they live.
Hello, Saleh. I want to tell Saleh I am live in Saudi Arabia also. I am live in Khamis Mushet. He know it.
So to Tawfiq is in Saudi Arabia.
Who in Saudi Arabia? Tawfiq or Saleh?
Tawfiq, I think, yeah? Correct?
Tawfiq.
Yeah.
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 So
Good evening,
did you hear what Hamada said?
Yes, I hear. He said he live in Khamis Mushet. He work in Saudi Arabia, Khamis Mushet. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you. What do you work?
I work as a reception in the embassy.
Yeah.
So anyone can
How
jump
long
in.
do you
Yasser, you can also jump in and ask some questions. So we can all have a conversation like we're four
Hamada,
people.
can I ask you, how long have you been in Saudi?
Saudi Arabia.
I came to Saudi Arabia since 2012.
You went to Saudi Arabia in 2012. And then when did you go back to Egypt?
Yeah, I'm going to Egypt every year for a vacation.
You live there now. You live in Saudi Arabia now.
Yeah. I'm in Saudi Arabia now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't get that bit. Okay. So what do you guys have to say? Is that so? Like, do you enjoy life in Saudi Arabia?
Of course, right? It's a
Yeah,
good country and be like space country.
Space? Are you talking about space or?
I forget. Specific country.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. What else? What do you like, Hamada, about Saudi Arabia?
I like in Saudi Arabia because it have Mecca and Medina and every year we're going to make Umrah.
Yeah.
That's يعني I choose Saudi Arabia for that.
It's very amazing, isn't it? Very special. It's great.
Hamada, you come here
Yeah.
for you have إقامة or visitor.
إقامة resident.
Okay, so you have like the residence permit.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
which company do you work with?
I work at a company of commerce.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you can say like if it's a big company or a small company.
Medium company.
Medium-sized company. Okay.
Company. Yeah. Medium-sized company. Yeah.
And how long have you been with the same company?
From first time I came to Saudi Arabia, I work at the same company. I don't change it.
Okay, you haven't changed the company. Okay. What do you guys think about that, Tawfiq and Yasser?
I have been here in Saudi more than 16 years.
That's Tawfiq speaking now.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
And I work to 2 or 3 companies.
You've worked for 2 or 3 different companies. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Yasser was asking a question.
No, I didn't ask, but I said that I want to visit both of countries, Saudi Arabia and Egypt, because I like them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, lots of Arabic countries, like I've got on my next to visit list that I would really love to visit. And I've been to Egypt before, but I've been to Egypt, I've been to Dubai, I've been to Lebanon and Syria, and I think that's it. And there's so many other countries I would love to visit as well. So I'm the same like you, Yasser.
Actually, but Saudi Arabia and Egypt is special.
Yeah, Egypt. And also because Egypt is so big and there's so many different things to do and see. And the people of Egypt are really lovely as well. So that's good. Can you
one word in the Arab country, they say مصر الدنيا.
Yeah, exactly. They're like the mother of the world.
Yeah, people is very nice, really good people. I work with them 4 or 5 years, accounting and doctors. They are very nice people, really.
Really nice, really good-hearted. I agree, totally agree, and very funny. المصري دايما مهضوم.
Also, they give me more advices. They advise me too much. And before, when I was in Yemen, the first I remember when I went to school, the first class, that one, my teacher was Ibrahim. I remember his name is Ibrahim from Egypt.
He was from Egypt, your first teacher.
My first teacher. He teach me when I was small, I think
like 6 or 7.
Yeah, I remember him now.
That's nice.
Name, but I forget his surname.
Yeah, but it's nice, that you still remember him. I mean, obviously, it's been quite a few years ago, so it means he must have left a really good kind of impression on you. So that's really great. What about Yasser? Do we want to ask Yasser any questions? Who wants to ask Yasser about where he is in Iraq, what he does?
Yasser, how is Iraq and what is your hope there?
Wallahi, Iraq, unfortunately, is so bad.
Yeah, situation is hard. It's difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's okay. They used to be there a long time back from 1990, and more people they used to about that situation.
Yeah, but maybe like they need a break now from all of this stuff it's been happening. I mean, now, you know, it's 17 years exactly. So it's a long time. It's a really long time. So yeah.
Yeah, and I had in my secondary school this from Iraq, one teacher from Iraq, his name Rami. He teach me mathematics.
He taught you mathematics.
Yeah. He taught me mathematics. He was a smart teacher, right?
Yeah, I mean, Iraqis traditionally are very educated people. So like, you know, like every Iraqi I've met in my life has always been very educated and, you know, like very cultured, etc. So Yasser, where in Iraq are you based?
What?
Where in Iraq do you live?
Yeah.
Which city?
Actually, I live in Mosul city.
You're in Mosul city,
Mosul
okay.
city.
And have you always lived there? Were you born there? Have you always lived there?
No.
You moved there?
No, actually, I didn't leave Mosul.
You've never left Mosul, or have you always lived in Mosul? So it's two different questions. So Hamada and Tawfiq can, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I listen you.
I didn't.
I hear you.
Mosul yet.
So you've never left Mosul. You have always lived in Mosul.
No, not always.
Oh,
I didn't live
always.
Mosul. I didn't
Okay.
live Iraq
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
The life is Iraq very difficult.
Yeah.
People of Iraq is a clever people.
And
they like to education.
it's the volume is really low. Maybe like try and speak up a little bit as well. And so what about everyone? So are you all kind of, do you have family? What's the situation? So Hamada, for example, do you have your family in Egypt as well, or do you live by yourself?
Yes, I have a family in Egypt, but I live alone in Saudi Arabia. Since 6 months, I have my family with me at Saudi Arabia, but I made the final exit for them to back to my country to live there, and I live here alone.
Okay, so you have your family, so you have your wife and your children.
Yeah. I have a wife and have 2 children, son and daughter.
How old are your children?
I have a daughter 4 years and son 2 years.
MashaAllah. So Allah yahmiyun wa yakhlilkun iyahun. There's no way to say that in English. You could say, yeah, may God protect them, but it's not the same. Okay, so you see them like once a year. So now they were with you, but now they're back in Egypt, and then you see them once a year.
What?
So they were with you, you said, for 6 months, but then you said, so now they're back in Egypt.
Yes.
Normally you see them once a year, one time during the year. بتشوفهم مرة بالسنة.
Yes. I have a vacation every year. I stay in Egypt 1 month every year.
Okay.
But every year I make a visit for us to come to live with me.
Okay, so they
to come to live with.
got it. Okay, good. Do you guys, Yasser, Tawfiq, do you want to jump in?
Yes.
Do you want to talk about your
Actually,
situation, or ask Hamad about his situation anymore? Like any more questions?
Yes, Hamada, where do you live in Egypt?
I live in Tanta city.
Tanta city, yes. That is in Said parts or?
No. Delta area.
Yes. I hope to visit
حمادة.
Egypt.
What?
I said I hope to go to
about-
Egypt. I hope to visit there because there's, you know, about Egypt story or history in Egypt is long time back, and there is Ahramat,
The pyramids. Yeah, the Nile,
Yes.
the pyramids. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a lot of friends from Egypt, from Said also.
Today your friend is increase one.
In?
Yeah, of course. My pleasure.
Thank you. I wish
You're welcome.
I want you come to Egypt and visit Egypt, and I want you, if you can live in Egypt, I want all Arab people come to Egypt, and we back again one hand, like best.
Yeah, that would be nice. Everyone united, you say. United like in the
Yes,
past. Yeah. Yeah. But just remember when people drift apart, okay,
I want to
it's because there is it's politics, it's external.
ask
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, Yasser.
Yeah. Hamada, are you married, isn't it?
He's married, yeah.
Yes.
How about
Yeah,
marriage?
alhamdulillah.
Do you advise me? Do you advise me that I will marry?
Well, first of all, let's
I'm
ask
single.
if his wife is watching, then the answer might change.
No, maybe he's still single. Yasser Salah, you still single, right?
I can answer you and imagine my wife watches this video, so I will
Tell me your wife's name. I'll block her from the channel.
That's dangerous.
Amanda will do any mistake.
But it's a good question. Yeah. So like good question. So forget we're talking about you in general. Do you think marriage is a good thing? I think it's a very good question. Do you think
Yes, it's a good
everyone?
thing.
Yeah. What does
Yeah, it's a
Tawfiq
good
say?
thing.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
It's very good. Very good thing. If you have family, you have children, you have wife, you live with them. Different feeling.
Yeah.
When you are alone or bachelor, this is different. But if you get married, you will be happy with your family, your wife. You will get dad also. You will be dad, become dad. If you have children, this feeling is different.
It's nice. That's nice of you to say that. What about, so how many children do you have, Tawfiq?
3, 2
Three
daughters and 1 son.
How-
The big one is Layan, 10 years.
So
Me,
the oldest
7.
one.
Yeah, 10 years. Lean, the second one, 7 years. Also, Rayan is 2 months.
2 months. Oh, I love babies. For me, babies are just the best. I love them. Like I could have, like, if you just asked me about my emotions, my feelings, I would have a newborn baby every year. But, you know, it's very difficult in Europe to have so many children. So after 2, I said enough. But I love, like, every time I see babies, I'm like, oh, I could have 10 of these. How is the newborn? Tell me about the newborn. Does he or she cry? Do they sleep? Do they eat? How is life with the newborn?
Nice.
Tawfiq.
Yeah, Tawfiq.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The newborn or new baby, the first month, difficult to like it will be noisy with the new baby always crying. He needs also take care of him too much.
Yeah. And because your second child is 7 years old, so you had a bit of a break between.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Hamada. Now he will come back. So how did the 10-year-old? So Yaleen is 7, and the first one is
Hamada in
Hamada.
danger.
Yeah, Hamada will be back. Maybe his wife called him. So how did Lean and her brother, how did they react to the newborn baby?
They were very happy with the new baby.
They're happy. That's great. That's really good.
Yeah.
So you would recommend to Yasser to get married?
Yeah, of course, he should to be get married as soon as possible.
But what about the responsibility? Because Yasser was saying that life in Iraq is tough, you know, and it's not really easy. And, you know, like in Arabic culture, there's a lot of responsibility on the man, you know, like to get things, to have things, to work, to feed the family. What about that part? I mean, you know, isn't that difficult?
It's not difficult, but it's same, you know. If you are one, you can buy food, you can do everything for yourself. That is not there is no problem. If you have a wife, you can also feed her and
Provide
enough.
provide for your
That
family.
means is what enough for one person, it enough for two person.
Yeah. So once you
And
can.
there is in Arabic, I don't know how to say it in English. كل واحد يجي ورزقه معه.
كل واحد يجي
رزقه معه.
رزقه معه. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, there's no way to say that in English, but like,
Yes.
you know, you will get fortunes with every person that's added to your life. Yeah. What?
Yeah, God give everyone his things.
Yeah. It's like
I
his
feel it
fortune.
when I am with my wife, and again, Layan came. I got also good salary.
That's good. Allah بيفتحها.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Well, so Yasser, what do you think?
هي أكو
Yes, sir, your voice is very low. You can raise your voice because
Yeah.
we didn't hear you.
Yeah, you need
please
to raise it a little bit.
check your mic.
Yeah. So mostly, I mean, you know, like also, I mean, Arabic culture is like marrying and having a family is very much part of life, right? It's not like, you know, like, I don't know, in Europe, many people decide not to have children. Many people decide not to get married because it's not really seen as, you know, you don't have to do it. But I feel in my Arabic culture is that it's also, it's an expectation that you grow up, you have your own family, you know, you have children. Isn't it like also cultural that people expect us to get married and to have children? I mean, do you feel any pressure, Yasser, on like getting married?
what? See that?
Do you feel any pressure to get married? Like, do you feel that maybe people start to ask, so Yasser, when are you gonna get married? When are you gonna have a fiance? Do people ask, or do they just leave you in peace?
In this.
They leave you alone. No one asks questions.
Actually, in Iraq, most of people have 1 or 2 or 3, maybe 4 wives.
Really? Even now?
Yeah,
Yes,
Okay.
can I ask you a question? Do you hear me, Yasser?
Yeah,
Yeah. If this question, how old are you now?
What?
Hello? How old are you?
Your voice is low. Can you
No,
have
no.
your voice?
Yeah, how old are you? How old are you?
We can hear Tawfiq like really well. His line is clear. So maybe your headphones, Yasser, may not be very very loud or something. But he basically asked how old you are.
No, I can hear you, but I can't hear him.
Oh, okay. I can hear him. I think Hamada, can you hear Tawfiq?
Yes, I hear him. Yes.
Yeah. So don't know. But anyway, so the question was how old are you?
How old
Yes,
are
me?
you? Ah, I'm 27 years old.
27.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
you're
27
right.
years old.
Good for marriage. You have to think about it.
شد همتك. Yeah. Okay, great. Great. Let's see. We have yeah.
All my
Let's-
friends didn't advise me
Are your friends married?
in the marriage. Yeah.
They are married and they
Yeah,
didn't
I will tell you. I will tell you one thing. If you can do it, just do it. Don't wait for anything. If you have money, if you have house, if you have job and work, don't wait. Don't wait for anything. Just do it. Looking for nice lady, or I don't know about that Arab culture. You can marry it from your like family, your relatives.
I like this attitude, Tawfiq. I think about everything, anything you want to do, just do it. Because sometimes when we wait too long, we think, oh, there'll be a better moment to do it. There'll be a better opportunity to do it. The better moment or the better opportunity may never come. So I really like this attitude about anything, to say, just go for it, just do it if you want it. But I think you have to want it. And also, like, with marriage, you have to be lucky enough to meet someone that is going to be like a good partner. I think that's really important. If you meet someone who can be your best friend and like your best partner and a supporter, and you can support them back, I think that would be like,
Yeah, don't work for everyone. If you have plan or idea to do that, don't think too much, especially for married.
yeah.
Yes, more people. I hear more people and more of friends. They waiting for something. I don't know what they waiting for.
Yeah.
Example, I need to build my future, and where I want to buy house. I want to get more money in my account. I want. There's no. If you have enough money and you have your own house, or you can rent house, that is enough.
Yeah.
If you have also a job, you can work every day. You can get money every month. It is enough.
Yeah, you have to be responsible, and you have to make sure you have a good job, have good opportunities, and then everything else can come kind of like later. Yeah. What do you think, Hamada? What do you think about what Tawfiq just said?
I think Tawfiq speaks very good about that. But the money, not everything we search about it. Maybe one search about happiness, search about anything other that.
Yeah, that's what Tawfiq is saying. Tawfiq is saying, don't wait for the perfect moment. Go for it. Like, even if you don't have a house or you don't have like all these things, do it, and then slowly you work towards maybe like building a future after you got married. Because lots of young men, like they want to get married, and then they say, bas al-maher, والشقة والسيارة والشغل وما بعرف شو, and then they don't get married. So they're just like waiting to have everything, and then it gets late.
Yeah, sorry.
We have-
I mean,
اكو
sorry
مقولة
حمادة. I mean,
مقولة او مثل بس ما اعرف اقولها بالانجليزي.
تفضل
قولها بالعربي.
تفضل ياسر.
اكو مقولة بس ما اعرف يعني اقولها بالانجليزي. يقول الزواج شر وشر ما فيه انه شر لا بد منه.
شر لابد. بس مثل ما قالوا انه ايضا الزواج بيجيب اشياء كثير جميله، بيضيف لك اشياء كثير جميله للحياه، ممكن الواحد حتى ما يتوقعها. يعني مثلا ايضا الاطفال مسؤوليه وهيك، بس الطفل اكيد ياسر وحماده يعني عندهم نفس التجربه. Children make you really laugh a lot. They bring so much happiness. They bring so much joy into your life. It's hard work. It's a lot of responsibility. But they also bring a lot of like happiness that maybe like you don't feel. It's very difficult to feel if you don't have children. I don't know.
I wanted to answer at Saleh about his wife.
His future wife.
لا I think wise الحكمة.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
He said
Wisdom.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's okay.
He said about marriage is evil, but I wanted to answer about it. Not all marriage evil. Maybe someone have a bad choice, but more other have a good choice. Maybe I have a good wife. I feel happiness in my life. Then I have two children. Feel more happy. Okay, but maybe one have a bad wife. For that he said I am not happy in my life. So I advise anyone come to marriage. The first thing you must choose the better wife. You must choose the better partner who live with you forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Hamada, but I want to add, you can choose. Maybe you don't know about your choice. If some people their family choose for them, for
Yes,
his dad and his
but
mom, they
yes,
told him that lady she will be good with you, and they cannot. When she come to his life, he didn't. That mean you can make her is good or bad. You can teach her everything. Maybe some Arabic culture, they are you know, they living in the village. They didn't go to the university, college, and like this. You can teach her about everything. She will be good or she will be bad. But some people, the small mistake from his wife, he didn't give her any chance. Just he put in herself, in his mind, she is bad lady for me. I wanna to I want to change. I cannot live with her. That's what I mean. But
Yeah.
you can make her is good, and you can fight her, because some ladies, she come from other house, she you know what you mean. You can change your life when you come to Saudi from Egypt. When you came here, is you don't know the people, you don't know the all thing about their culture in Saudi. You need time to know about everything, and she need time also. She needs time to know about you, about your family, about your everything. You can teach her. She will be good.
Okay, Tawfiq, but when you take a decision to marriage, you decided to complete yourself.
But I mean also is you can choose your wife before you met her in the university in the.
I don't understand what do you mean. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't understand you.
I mean is from country to country there's different culture, you know.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was exactly what I was thinking. Not only from country to country, but also within countries, from like part of society to part of society. That's exactly what I was thinking. So some people marry the traditional way and they're happy, you know, like you said, a lot of things that like give me the impression that you are a really open-minded person. You try to see things from the other person's point of view, etc. But it also made me think that maybe someone younger with less experience in life, you know, like now a lot of young people, I don't know about the Arabic world, but in Europe, they want life in one way. And if life isn't in the way that they want, they are not committed to things. They give up and they leave people. And, you know, if they have a partner, they leave the partner. So for someone with that mentality, what Hamada said about you have to choose really well, you have to choose someone who's your partner. Like I would add someone who's your friend is really important, because it's like, you know, it's two different mentalities, isn't it? It's it's a traditional marriage. It may be my cousin. I'll accept it. We'll make the most of it. We'll live together and we'll make life work. And there's the other side, which says, no, I choose to marry who I want. And then I want to choose someone that I actually want to live with for the rest of my life. So it's hard, isn't it? Because it will depend, like you said, on culture, Tawfiq, on country, on where you come from, if you come from a village, if you come from the city, etc., etc. And if you're able, also like you said, like, you know, to understand that the other person is a person with their experience, with their own education, with their own background, etc.
Yes.
Hamada,
But
what
I want
is
to-
your name?
Hamada Galal.
Hamada Yalal.
Yeah. Thank you. But I wanted to tell you to tell you something. If we are as Muslims, if we put a religion in front of our eyes, we can choose the best wife who complete our life. Okay. We are as Arab. Maybe in Egypt have more different than habits and traditional about Yemen. But we have one religion. We have one religion. If we use it as better, we can choose a good wife to complete us. Okay. But the problem for for Arab young now, he only want a beautiful girl. He only want a beautiful has a good body only for this. He
Yes,
don't. He
Instagram.
don't. Yeah,
It's the Instagram generation. Absolutely.
More
Most of
people,
they looking for it.
not search about more people not search about a good religion, only search about good face,
Yeah.
about beautiful girls only.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looking for beauty.
Yeah.
Yes, looking for beauty. Yes.
And that's and the problem is that that's very superficial, isn't it? Because beauty, after a few months, you know, it's no longer that exciting, and then you still have to live together, and then, you know, the real problems get in. So I like this comment by Shahud, who says that, you know, marriage gives you stability, And I agree. If you have someone, but you have to have someone that you like living with, otherwise it's hell. It's not stability. It's like prison. But if you find the right person to build a family with, so my personal advice to Yasser would be, do what you feel ready to do. So I think you have to feel ready to settle down, to want to have the responsibility, to want to have the commitment, because once you commit to marriage, it's not a joke, like especially not in Arabic culture. You can't get married today, divorce tomorrow. You could, but there's a social price to pay for that. So you'd have to be really ready to settle down.
Can I
Yeah,
say something?
sure, of course.
In my social, the young, when he become in 15 or 16 age, he get married. How about it?
15? No, I think that's way too young. I think 15, 15.
Yeah, he mean that.
قصدك انه بيتزوج بيكون عمره 15 سنة؟
15 أو 16 سنة.
No, it's too young.
أقل مني.
No, I think marriage, like other things in life, you should do when you have the awareness of what you're actually doing, like the responsibility.
And he didn't have any job. He didn't
Yeah.
have any future.
Yeah.
And when he reached in 20 or 19 age or 17 age, he get divorced.
He left. He
Divorced.
divorced. Yeah. I don't know about you, Tawfiq, but I don't agree with that. Yeah, exactly. That's why I say you have to be ready. You have to know what you're doing. You have to want to settle down. You have to want the commitment. Okay. So I think like everyone is ready at a different time. Women usually are ready earlier than men. Men maybe are ready later. But I think it's a very personal decision. There are a lot of positives for like being married and settling down. But at the same time, if you marry the wrong person, it's hell. It's hell. So that's what I think. Marrying the wrong person is worse than not marrying. I think it's better to be single than to marry the wrong person. But if you meet the right person, I would agree with Tawfiq. I wouldn't wait for the perfect situation. If I meet the right person, then let's get together, let's marry, and then we'll kind of like try and create our future together. Yeah? Does anyone want to add anything? I'm going to add Salma, but Salma is young. Salma can't talk about marriage. She's very young. She's 13. I'm going to add Mohammed. Okay, so someone is saying the right age for marriage is 20. Well, 20 in Europe would be very, very young, very young. So let's...
20 is enough.
Yeah,
I
so...
think 20 is the good age for marriage.
It's a good age. So Tawfiq says it's a good age. In Europe, no one gets married at 20. If you get married at 20, they're like, you're crazy. No, they get married maybe at like 28, 29, 30, and then upwards later. So we have Mohammed on the line as well. Hi,
Good
Mohammed.
evening.
Good evening to you. Hi, where are you from?
Hi, I'm from Tunisia.
From Tunisia. Big hello to Tunisia.
I'm first one from Tunisia with you on live.
First one today. We had one maybe like a couple of weeks ago, but the first time I've got you as well. So whereabouts in Tunisia are you from?
I live in capital, Tunisia.
In the capital, okay.
Yes.
And so now the guys are going to ask you about you. Go ahead, Yasser or Tawfiq. Meet Mohammed.
Nice to meet Nice to meet you.
Hello, Muhammad. How are you? Nice to
Hi.
meet you too.
Hello. Okay. You are what from?
I'm Iraq. I'm from Iraq.
Tawfiq
Iraq.
is speaking. He's from sorry, that's Yasser speaking. He's from Iraq.
Yes, sir. Hi, yes, sir.
Yes,
How are you? How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Uh,
I'm good. I'm how about
Hi, Muhammad. How are you?
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
How are?
And yourself?
Thank you.
What do you do for a life?
Muhammad? One question.
I listen.
One question for you. Marriage.
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh,
No, I think Tawfiq asked you what you do for living, and Yasser wanted to ask you a question as well.
I live in Tunisia.
Yeah, but what do you do? Tawfiq asked, so like about your job, what you do in life.
I my job. I work in business.
You work in business, okay?
Business. Yes.
Yasser, what did you want to ask?
One question for you. Are you married?
Yes. Marriage since 2009.
Since 2009, so that's 11
Same.
years. So,
Muhammad
Rashab?
Yes.
How old are you?
But I don't have a child.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't have children? Okay.
No, I don't have children.
How old are you?
Someone asked about your age, Mohammed.
Yeah.
Someone
I don't
asked
listen.
how old you are. How old are you?
How old?
كم عمرك؟
14.
40. 40.
14 years. 40 years.
Okay.
40 years. 40 years.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that Yasser need your advice about marriage. Is good or no?
It's
What you can
He
do?
said marriage is failure because he didn't have any kids.
so maybe that. So you got married, Mohammed. You were like nearly 30. So you were, a little bit more mature, yeah. When you got, yeah. And do you think that's a good age to get married at like 30, or now you think no, I should have got married earlier? What do you think, or later? What do you think is a good age to get married? Was 30 good for you?
What? 33.
Okay. Was it a good age to get married?
Age 31.
Okay. هل كان سن جيد للزواج او هل كان المفروض
No,
تتزوج
isn't.
قبل؟
35 is age 35.
35 is the best
36
age.
is the best. Yes. Is best age to marriage.
Okay. So Tawfiq earlier said 20 is good. You think 35. I personally think around 30, 31, 32. So I said to Yasser that, if you want to get married, you before you get married, you have to be sure that you want to be married. You want to live with someone, you want to share your life with someone. I think otherwise, I don't know, it's difficult. Like life is a long time if you're married to the wrong person, I think. But at the same time,
I think
yeah, go ahead.
I think when married after work.
Yeah. So after work, you come back home. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I think he mean when you have work or job, you after that you can marry.
Okay. Yeah. So do you think like the main thing, because that's something also that I think I can't remember Tawfiq if you said that or if Hamada said that about like, you know, having a job. It's like the minimum you have to have a job. So maybe none of the other things, but at a minimum, you have to be able to provide for your family, unless you marry, you know, a lady who works and is able to. Yeah.
Actually, I think when I get married, I will lose my freedom.
You will lose your freedom. So, okay, guys. So do you think if someone believes with marriage, they're going to lose their freedom, my advice would be to say, don't get married. Just wait until you're ready. What would you say, Muhammad, if someone says that? Do you think, no, just marry and then you'll see it's better? Or do you say, okay, if you think it's prison, wait, don't do it? What do you think?
I want to
What do you think? Better to wait or better to get married anyway?
better the divorce.
To wait. Yeah, better the first, better to wait. And Tawfiq, I think I know what you think.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. I know. I knew it.
Married,
I knew it. Yeah. Tawfiq, do you mind if I ask you how old you are?
38.
38.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you're older because you're very wise. I like your ideas. So I like almost everything that you said today. I actually agree with. I definitely like the go and get it, go and do it type of attitude. The only one thing where my opinion differs is I would never recommend to someone, maybe also because I live in Europe, so it's a very different reality. But for me, getting married at 20 is just really, really young. I got married, my first marriage when I was 20, and that wasn't a good idea. And I was like a woman. So women, you know, they grow differently and they're more mature. But I also feel that it can hold you back in life. It can really restrict what you can do in life when you are married too young. And now I would definitely say that marriage is more, you can't really even say it's age. It's when you're ready. It's when you meet someone that you feel, yes, I really kind of want this person as my partner, as my friend. I want to live with this person. I want to create a future with this person. Then I think you're ready to get married. But you have to be ready inside for it. So my personal advice to Yasser would be, no, don't get married now because you see it as a prison. So mentally, you're not ready. Like you don't see it as a positive thing, and no one can make you see it as a positive thing. When you meet the lady that you want in your life, then you will change your idea. I think. I don't know. Yeah. Anyone wants to say? We're about to finish. Anyone wants to say anything else before we wrap up?
Did you get
Here
married?
is you can see your child during his grow front of your eyes, but you married all more than 30, 35, then difficult to see your children as grow up.
Yeah, I mean that's the point. Like, you know, the older you get, then of course you become an older parent, and then becoming an older parent can be more complicated sometimes. I agree with that, yeah. But Mohammed, what do you say? So Mohammed is 40. Mohammed is experienced in life. Oh, he's gone.
First experience in life. I speak. Yes, I want to. I like to married with another wife. Yes.
So you like being married?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So if you're like, like I said, if you have someone that like, you want partners, I think when you see a person, you think, yes, I want to grow old with this person. I want to wake up every day and this person is there. Then you're ready to get married to that person. But otherwise, it's like I said, the price you pay for being married to the wrong person can sometimes be really high. But then like sometimes you just don't know, because I mean it's not like people can't live together before, and there's I don't think that's a bad thing that people can't live together before they get married, but I do think it's very important that people know who they're choosing as their life partner, because that's what it is. It's your life partner in the end. So Shahud is saying the best age to get married is after you finish college. I think you have to work for a while, and like work just has this other responsibility, which would make you maybe like a more responsible person. Okay, guys, I think we're going to call it a day. Anyone wants to add anything before we finish off?
Thank you so much.
It's been great having you. So Tawfiq, I've really loved chatting to you, your ideas. And congratulations to your family on the new arrival, and I hope you'll get some sleep tonight. And Mohammed, lovely of you to have joined us from Tunisia, and we also had Yasser from Iraq and Hamada from Egypt. So thank you everyone, and we have Kawa on the line, we have Salma, and there were some other people waiting. Try to join me at 11 o'clock in 1 hour if you're ready. Salma and Kawa, I would love to chat to you, okay? So bye everyone, and have a good night. Bye, take care. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, all the best. Bye.